Is your marriage dying the death of a thousand cuts? Would you know? This is Leslie Dories, your marriage coach and creator of the Hero Husband Project and founder of Foundations Coaching. And today I'm going to talk about what happens if you stop paying attention to your marriage. I remember many, many years ago, I had a client and he was telling me that his marriage was important to him, but and now I stopped him and I said, now you're going to tell me why that's not a true statement. The truth of the matter is that yes, there is a certain level of comfort and expectation once you say those wonderful words, I do. You've promised to love, honor, and cherish each other until, for some of us, until death. Um, but that doesn't mean that you get to kick back on the couch and never pay any attention to it again. I talk about a lot of marriages dying what I call the death of a thousand cuts. And the reason why this happens is because you stop paying attention, you stop making an effort. So just think about what you were like when you were starting to date your spouse. A lot of times you worry or think about what you're going to wear or how you're going to be together. And then once you've been together for 10 years, it's like, yeah, I don't need to worry about that anymore. They're going to stay. And I got news for you. Marriage is a choice that you make every single day. And when you put everything else in front of your marriage, don't be surprised if your partner is not happy, and don't be surprised if one day they tell you, I want out. Now, my viewpoint is nobody should ever be surprised if their partner asks for a divorce. And I'm going to tell you that's not the norm. Many, many people are, because for them, things are okay, whatever that means, or it's not that bad, whatever that means. Rarely is it, wow, it's really fantastic. So if your marriage does not rate a 9 or a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, there's probably something you're not paying attention to. And it's not just your rating of whether the marriage is a 9 or a 10, it's also what your partner is rating it. And if you are spending all of your time and energy on everything other than your partner and your marriage, your marriage is going to wither and die. And I know this is really hard, especially in today's world when there are lots of things pulling at us. But there was a book written many years ago called 168 Hours. And in this book, the author wrote, you tell people what matters to you by how you spend your time. And I've talked before about how much time you need to be spending. There was a book written a while ago by Willard Harley, and he said that it takes 15 hours of one-on-one, uninterrupted time with your partner to have a really solid relationship. Now, 15 hours is less than 10% of the 168 hours we all get in a week. And so when I hear my clients or people in general say, well, I don't have time to go on vacation with my spouse, or I don't have time to focus on a date night. What you're basically saying is that relationship doesn't really matter to you. And eventually your partner is going to get that message. So it's not that you don't do other things, it's you just add paying attention to your marriage, paying attention to your spouse on a regular basis. And it doesn't have to be difficult. when you guys got together, you probably didn't find it particularly difficult to spend time together. And and this is one of the things that happens. One of the very common things that I hear is, we grew apart. Well, you don't grow apart. You choose not to spend time and grow together. And things don't just happen. They're a result of the choices that you are making each and every day. And it doesn't take a whole lot. Just saying thank you to your partner, please, using those magic words, please and thank you, that we all learned when we were little kids, to acknowledge what you love about them, to show and tell them on a regular basis how glad you are that they're in your life. These are the little things, and the little things, when they're built together, really are what keep your marriage going. And I know a lot of people say, well, I have to do this and I have to do that. Yes, somebody has to work, somebody has to provide, somebody has to be able to put food on the table, clothes on our back, and a roof over our heads. Absolutely 100%. But there's a lot of things that get in the way of spending time together. Electronics, your phone, all of those things. Are they really bringing you, so following somebody on Facebook, the fear of missing out, all that other crap that we've got going on, really, is it much more important what a stranger is posting on Facebook or Instagram than what's happening in your own house? In my words, no. And if it is, then be okay when your partner says, I'm done. It doesn't have to be this way. And if you want some help, reigniting the passion, reconnecting with your partner, investing in one of the most important relationships you're ever going to have, then I invite you to get in touch and take advantage of my 5-star relationship discovery session. I invite you to subscribe to this channel, to listen to my Facebook posts, to send me an email, put in the comments what you think about this. Send me your questions. Marriage does not have to be as hard as most people make it, but you got to know what makes it work. And I'd be happy to talk with you about that. So until next week, stay loving.